House Peace here. So I have a really serious message for y'all today. So to make a long story short, if you don't know about glaucoma, right, is where the pressure in your eye can build or it's not getting enough drainage, like the fluid that is naturally in your eyes to lubricate the eye and everything like that. If it's not draining out properly, it can cause an increase in pressure that can mess up your optic nerve that will send signals to your brain to allow you to see. And so, not too many people discuss this condition of glaucoma or the possibility of getting it and treatment or preventive treatment before even getting glaucoma, which will cause you, if the nerves is damaged, to have a lot of side effects. I'm not a doctor, just to make that very clear, but just from research and my own experience that I'm about to discuss with y'all. And so it can cause vision loss, complete blindness, headaches, um, pain in the eye, pain in the eyebrows, the forehead. It can cause a whole lot of issues, but the main thing is you could just lose your sight, right? So the thing is, not too many people talk about it, and it's like a silent. They say, well, from my research, that says one of the silent um, things that will come, and just you can lose your eyesight, you can lose your vision, and so you wouldn't even know because it's like no symptoms. Those symptoms that I just described is what will happen after, later on, once it's already there. When it's really, really bad. But a lot of times you don't even have signs prior to having the disease. So it's definitely best that you go to an eye doctor to just always get your eyes checked. Definitely make sure you have the routine checkups. Um, I know hopefully you have insurance, but I don't know, your case, your situation. But even if you don't, there are a lot of things out here that you can research and look up to help assist you in your medical needs. But definitely try your best to get a routine eye checkup. And I'm saying this because for my story that I'm about to tell you guys is I had another pair of glasses, right? And my other pair of glasses was pretty good, but I knew that I might have needed a new prescription. Now, I'm a person who don't have to wear glasses all the time. I can just put them on maybe if I'm reading um something on the phone for a very long time and I don't want to have no straining up in here. You know, I'm 37 too, just for some of you who don't know. So I don't have to wear glasses all the time. I can wear them whenever. So that's probably another reason why I wouldn't think to go to the eye doctor as frequent. But I'm always been a person that goes to the eye doctor, all the doctors. I get everything checked. I'm just that kind of person. But it was no real concern for me to get my eyes checked this particular time that I did, other than I lost my glasses. And I'm like, man, I don't need them that bad, but when I do need them, I need them. They help. So I said, let me go to the eye doctor so that I can get a new prescription and get a whole new set of glasses. So when I go, the doctor tells me, he looks in it and he's like, oh, it looks narrow. I guess the nerves look narrow. And then he said it's in both eyes. Now he asked me, did I have that asked before? And I have had it asked from other eye doctors, but they thing was it wasn't no real concern. To them, they just said, oh, you were just born with it. Some people have larger eyes and the nerve may look a little larger or something like that, they told me. So it was no concern. They didn't do no follow up. They didn't do nothing. They just continue to just let me be in. I just come back whenever I come back for my regular annual checkup. Well, this particular time, this doctor was like, he looked concerned, like, whoa, it's narrow. The nerves is narrow. And so I said, oh yeah, I think it's probably one of the eyes. He said, no, it's in both eyes. So I'm like, okay. So I said, what that's supposed to mean? What, I could go blind? He was like, yes. I was like, what? So, I was like, wow, blind. I said, well, if I had this narrowing or whatever like that, like how soon could I go blind? So he tells me, oh, 7 to 10 years. And I'm thinking like 7 to 10 years, like some people may think that's long, but that's really not that long. 17 years happened quick. I mean, like, if I'm 37 now, that's like 47, whatever. So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy news. Like, I just came here just for some new prescriptions. Now I'm coming to find out that, because he wasn't sure if I had glaucoma or it was something that can lead to glaucoma. So he was like, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna send you to ophthalmologist, so that the eye specialist, so he could really check, or one of them, female or male, could check and make sure it's not glaucoma, or if it is glaucoma, you can get the treatment, or the treatment you can get to prevent you from having glaucoma. So I went through that with the eye doctor, and I'm like, oh my God, I could go blind. Now I'm like, whoa, it's different if you was a person who was already born blind. But when if you're a person who was born able to see, and now you're being told you could possibly go blind and lose your eyesight, it's nerve wracking. It's scary. You like, yo, I don't know, like what am I gonna do? Like all type of stuff. If you used to be independent, like myself, doing everything like on your own and always just free to do whatever, and now you start thinking, oh, I might need assistance. I'm gonna need assistance. I'm gonna need help. I'm not gonna be able to just jump in the car and drive like I normally would. So it's a whole bunch of stuff, start running through your mind. So then I go to one doctor, one eye specialist. He was completely nasty, just rude, and he tried to tell me, he was giving me tough love about telling me about the possibility of me losing my eyesight. But all he did was make me more anxious and just really nervous and scared. He was just like, you could throw up, vomit, you'll have to go to the emergency room if you don't get this treated. And I'm just thinking, like, I never once said I didn't want to get the treatment if I need treatment. But I don't even know, what am I supposed to be getting? Like, do I have glaucoma or I don't? So they summed it up and said I didn't have glaucoma. And I said, thank God. Thank you, Father Creator. Thank you, Mother Yahweh. Thank you, my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels. Thank you, all of the divine beings of light, right? So I'm just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have it. But they said they had a treatment that can help prevent me from getting that, which is a laser surgery, eye surgery, called a laser iridoptomy, where basically they make little holes from the laser to help the fluid run normally or drain out. So it's no buildup, it's no eye pressure, and your optic nerve can stay stable so I can see. So I didn't get it done with that doctor, who was just all over the place. I went and got a second opinion to make sure, do I really need this procedure done? Is it really necessary? And if so, I want the right person to do it. I'm not going to just let anybody touch my eyes. It's to the point where I'm very sensitive with my eyes. I don't even wear contacts. That's how sensitive I am. I only wear glasses if I, for anything I need to see. But if it wasn't for glasses, I wouldn't be having no contacts, none of that, because I just don't like it. So I went and got a second opinion, and this doctor said the same thing. He said, you do need this laser iridoptomy eye surgery, because you don't want to have the glaucoma. And this particular glaucoma, I think it was called narrow angle glaucoma, where it's closed, so it's worse than, because they have two different types. It's like an open angle, narrow angle. Y'all could look it up. But basically, this would have been the worst kind of glaucoma if I didn't go along with the treatment. However, I was more willing to get the procedure done with this doctor, because the way they explained it to me, he was much kinder, more respectable. He knew what it meant to be a doctor and have patient care, and the concerns, and made me more comfortable and able to get the treatment done. And so that same day that I went, and he looked in the eyes and said, oh yeah, it's really narrow. He said, unfortunately, you have to get the treatment, because if you don't, you more than likely will get glaucoma, and that's going to be worse, because you got to either do eye drops for the rest of your life. It's a whole bunch of things on top of losing your eyesight that come with that. So of course I'm like, I'm gonna get the laser eye surgery. So I had just recently got it done for my right eye. And then they give you drops to take like for 5 days. Well, my doctor prescribed me 5 days. These eye drops is like anti-inflammatory that you take 4 times a day. And after and when I got the procedure done, it really wasn't as bad as the first doctor made it. He tried to make it so scary, like you got to keep your eye open, you got to make sure you don't blink, you got to do this, do that. And so, of course, that made me even more nervous to get the daggone thing done. Because first of all, I don't like nothing touching my eyes, and I don't know if y'all like me, but anything come close to eyes, I'm like, no, back up. My eyelashes is long. I could feel every little thing. So with him telling me I have to keep my eye completely open, still, don't blink, all this other stuff, he made me nervous. But with the doctor that did the procedure, they had this little like eyeglass. Now, I don't know if y'all remember in some movies or just if you go to a jewelry store, how the guy will have that little eyeglass that he'll put to his eye to check the jewelry to see the crystals or the carats and the diamonds and all of that. We have that little eye patch thing. Well, that's what the doctor used in my eye. Um, that felt a little uncomfortable, but considering how nervous I was, it really wasn't as bad as the other doctor made it. Like he made it so scary, and so them putting that thing in my eye, and like I told you, I'm a person who don't like anything touching my eyes. I don't even do contact. So for him to be able to get this like eyeglass thing into my eye and was able to keep it there and it wasn't as bad, I said, thank God. Now they did put numbing drops before they put it, but it wasn't that bad. It kept it open, so I didn't have to worry or be concerned about keeping my eye wide open while the doctor did the laser work, like the other one was trying to say. The eyeglass thing keeps your eyelids open, so you don't even have to struggle with being concerned. Oh my gosh, if I move my eye, are they gonna make a mistake and lasers, in the wrong place? So they kept the eye open with that. Did a couple of flashes, like you just see flashes of light, and then it was just flashes of white light, and then he changed it to like a different type of laser, and then it was like I saw the red, like a red flash, and it really wasn't bad at all. It was really no real pain at all. It was just with the red light, I felt like one. I guess it could have been pressure, but I felt a quick little something because I can't really describe it, but it wasn't like painful. It was just almost like a little shock, like a little, oh, what was that? But it was over within about